Welcome to the Fantasy Pavilion, your home for fantasy sports.
Yes, guys, welcome back to the Fantasy Pavilion, your home for fantasy sport. I'm joined by Kapil. Kapil, good evening. How are we doing, bro?
That intro, I'm feeling like I'm movie tone. I love it.
Well, boys, a movie coming up at Double Game Week 29. Chaos.
Yeah.
And it's our first game week, correct me if I'm wrong, first double, where we have a lot more premiums and all. The past few weren't full with premiums, correct, Kapil?
Yeah, it's the first double that gonna be real haphazard and real complicated. Because
Yep.
even the single is looking good.
Ah,
So it'll be crazy.
bro, I can't wait to show you my bench, my tentative bench at the
I'll try
moment.
to send him a team here, so I hope I get.
Yes, man. Send it and I'll bring it up one time. So, of course, double game week 29. We won't go back and look at 28. We'll just go straight forward to 29. So, because we have that little bit of time, Kapil, what I want to do, and because we had the international break, what I would like to do before we start and get into the that melee and the chaos, I want to take a quick gander
Yeah.
at the injury list. Very important. There are some key names that are flagged. Let's not use the I word, right? Let's not use the I word.
Yeah.
Flag. I rather the word flagged to people, right? We have a few names that are flagged. So what we'll do, obviously, I won't go through all, right? We'll just stick to some of the big names, the big teams. But let's just take a quick look through, a quick run through, a quick gander. Now, Arsenal are not Dublin, but
No.
just get to know who's on this list, so what is going on. So, of course, the biggest worry now, and what I'll do, I'll keep it FPL related. So, I'm not going to talk about Party is not an FPL asset, right? So, of course, Eddie might have been the only person as a strike option there. Saliba, I know some people might have him as a center back. Still ruled
Yeah, I
out.
didn't
You
think
know,
he
he's
trained.
out
I didn't
for a
think
while.
he trained, yeah.
No, out for a while. Out for a while. You can look at Villa because Villa have some assets that people are very much interested in. Matikas.
Yeah.
Ah,
He would have been
man.
a good nice little differential moving forward.
Yes,
Yeah.
I feel very, very sorry, especially for our good friend Paul, because as you know, Paul would have invested heavily on him and his team, and
Transferred in.
yes, have him on the team, and I feel very sorry for him there with that one because definitely a good asset to have,
Yeah.
very, very decent, solid asset to have for sure, right? So I'm feeling it there for him on that front for sure, for sure. Let me see, boy. Right. So I just want to make sure I'm picking all the
Just
right
hold on a
aspects.
second, I know.
Sure. Right. So of course, moving right along, we also have Chelsea. Right now, Chelsea is another one of the big teams that we should be looking at because they are also doubling as well. So we want to take a gander. Villa also doubling as well. So that's why we took that quick look at Villa. Bournemouth, Dublin as well. So let me not be so disrespectful to Bournemouth and take a quick look at Bournemouth. Bournemouth also Dublin. As I said, it's a chaotic week. I guess the biggest name would have just been Tavernier. Really, Tavernier I know is the really
Yeah.
big
But
name.
he's been out for a
He's
while,
out
right?
for a while, so that's
Yeah.
yeah. Right, Chelsea now. So Chelsea, let's see. I mean, he's been out for a while, so that's
Yeah.
Thiago Silva. Havertz has an
Havertz is a-
illness. Well
Tricky.
now, would he have been in your team or would he have been in your thoughts, Kapil,
Yeah,
at
well,
all?
I have Felix, but
Right.
if you're looking to bring in one, it could have been either Felix or Havertz. So with the Havertz now, you don't want to take that risk with this double.
Yeah.
because I don't think he spotted him in training either, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken. So he would have been the more popular one than Felix. So yeah,
That's a
we
tough
just
one.
scroll along. Let me see the list.
Sure, sure,
If
sure.
yeah,
Right. So
so we have
again, now it's a list. Whew,
yeah, it's a long list.
it's a long
Rich
list.
James, what is it about Rich
Re-
James? 50%.
Yeah, 50%, right? He's not. So this was what March 25th was the last update. A little bit concerned, probably injury ruled him out of so pressure in the
Yeah.
camp. So they're a bit more cautious with him. So he may be fine, but they won't force him. They won't force him.
Yeah, I saw a picture of him in training, but I wasn't sure if it was a whole clip on you because some people post
Yes,
some old
yes,
pictures and they
yeah, yeah, for sure. Right? Please forgive me, Brentford as well. But the main assets that we'll be looking at not injured. So
not the
that's why I
main guys.
bring up Brentford. But yeah. Moving swiftly along. Okay, the next team that we should. So of course we also have Leicester Dublin. Right, I think we could take a quick. We have Leeds. Oh boy, it's a lot of teams. Dublin, Nottingham Forest is interesting.
Whereas
Still a crazy,
yeah,
crazy
so
week.
yes, I can see high scoring game week and a lot of craziness.
It's a crazy game week. Let's take a
Because
quick.
even the fixtures could go both ways, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
It's not like two teams have two easy fixtures. It's one hard, one easy, all around the board.
And that's a very fair point there. That's it.
Yeah.
Some teams have too hard, so it's pressure
Yeah.
in the camp there.
It's not
Leeds,
like a clear team that have two bogey teams that they
right?
wanna bank on.
Yeah, for real. And I think that's what makes the week so chaotic and so
Yeah.
interesting because you might not want to dive on a team that you should dive on, but you're afraid because of the fixtures.
Yep.
But we'll
And
touch on
especially
that,
the playing chips and so forth and
bruh,
more technical.
bruh. Exactly that.
I actually enjoy this week because it's just chaos.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I
like the
just
word.
enjoy it. Yeah.
It is chaotic in truth. We also have Nonto. I think he's the main person from Leeds that me at least will be person
No,
worried
I
about.
think the Adams is the main person because he does more the defensive
Yes,
and they play
yes,
Arsenal.
correct.
So Adams would be the bigger miss in my opinion.
Of course. Yeah,
Because Arsenal could run a riot on these at home. Let's be real.
yeah. Tactical wise, for
Yeah.
sure. Leicester, another one of our doublers. Well, most of these guys have been out for a while. Let's see, who's the main? Anybody there that we particularly worry about fantasy
Those
wise? No.
guys
Once
out for a while.
Madison not here, yeah. Once Madison not there, we're not worried. Liverpool. Let's see, their list, but again, nothing. So I guess Darwin, but not too.
Yeah, you were training today, so I don't
Yeah,
think it'd be that.
yeah, not that bad. It's
They
just a knock.
mentioned a term international break injury. I think
Yeah,
he would have been one of those guys that
yeah, yeah.
international break injury.
Yeah, for sure. The only person I would say, I mean, not from a fantasy, but Bajcetic has been having a pretty decent. So sorry to see him with that injury out because he did have a decent spell for them when he was filling in. So not
Yeah,
too
he was
bad at
filling
all.
in for
Yeah,
Thiago and those guys.
we know for well once we see Simicas injured, then that means that Robertson should be more than
Robertson
safe.
safe. Yeah.
Yes, right. I mean, no disrespect. I don't wait, but it just means
No,
that
because
Robertson is
I
safe.
think we mentioned earlier in one of the earlier podcasts that that's what makes Trent sure to start because he has
Yes.
competition.
Yeah,
So
except for
Robertson,
Gomez,
yeah,
if needed, correct.
and
Only
less
in
than more,
extreme
yeah.
cases. Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
so yeah, Robertson would have been our richest. I think in one of the doubles he only played one
yeah,
previous double, so we could, I'm a safer bet this time with
yeah.
Robertson.
Now, I don't think anybody wants me to scroll to the particular name that is on this list. Now, of course, this because they're on this list is not doom and gloom, but they are flagged. If you have not yet opened your team, open your team, please, right now, and you will see a particular name, right? Ah, now, thank goodness the word knock is being used. Knock
Yeah,
is not something that we particularly always scared about. Kapil, 50% chance, currently
yeah.
being assessed. Marcus Rashford, are we scared? Are you dumping him or are you keeping
No,
him?
that is the primary case of international break injury.
Right.
He was in New York, so I think he just had a break. To be honest with you, he didn't want to play. They didn't want to risk it with England because they have had a fixture backlog, and then they have a fixture backlog coming up. So it would have been more advisable from a club standpoint to rest Rashford. And I think they specifically didn't put him to train with the team the last couple of days. They said that they had him training separately. So that's another indication that he alright, but they didn't want for PR reasons or whatnot. They just
Yeah.
can't put him back in the first team training. So look out for pictures tomorrow, but I think he should be fine.
Yeah. And a lot of the big teams did that. They
Yeah.
protected their players for the international break this time around. Yeah,
Because
because I
you
mean
can
it's crunch
imagine
time,
you can imagine Manu without Casemiro and Rashford.
At the same time,
Yeah,
bro,
so yeah.
bruh, that is
And
problem.
again, Manu has two tricky fixtures.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, it's just a case of he needed a break, and they'll probably. I think Southgate had mentioned some comments spelt around that he probably was fit and they didn't want to send him. Between the lines, really, if you read between
yeah,
the lines.
yeah, yeah. Now another one that will particularly worry some people, if from a fantasy aspect, Nick Pope. If we still have Nick Pope out with us, Nick Pope out, but again, knock 50% again. I just think it's just protecting him, keeping it. Um,
Yeah,
we for sure. Well, we know Miguel was always ruled out.
yeah.
Saint Maximin recently got something a thigh injury that could pose. Now, I mean, from a
Botman also.
right now again, Butman as well too, who has been doing pretty well. There's an illness, so hopefully he could overcome it by time. But Saint Maximin, as much as his output is not great in terms of his finishing and whatnot, but he is a terror. He's a terror. And I
Yeah,
think they will miss him on that side if he really does not make
but
that.
to be fair, this season they could count on their hands how much time he played.
Yeah, for real, for real, for real.
This,
He is
but this
someone
season,
always plagued with injuries. Yeah.
yeah,
For real. Nottingham Forest also doubling as well too. I mean, of course, I know not much people might dive on them, but I mean, you never know. Just want to bring it up, of course. Their main miss and hurt really will just be Serge Aurier, to be honest with
yeah.
you.
I think
Because
Johnson's injured also.
he has been amazing as well too. Wow, look at this,
Yeah, well,
Les
always,
Johnson.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Right.
Chris Wood.
Ooh, yeah, boy. Chris Will is another one as well too. He's 25%, so that's a problem there, and he has been popping up there, and he did get them a
Yeah,
vital goal, right, in one of the recently important games. But
yeah, he always pops up with a goal or two.
yeah, here or there, but they have a solid unit, and they're looking alright. So I'm not too frightened for them there. We have West Ham again, another team that we mightn't dive on,
Yeah.
but West Ham there.
I
Um,
defer, but we could discuss that further.
Yeah. Big up Ian, Man U fan. So he will, have a little bit of insight first. He said, Ross was in some light training, but I think he will play simply because of lack of depth, right? And he wasn't in full training this right early, right? Okay,
Yeah.
right. So yeah, for sure, we're not too frightened, but big up Antonio. Antonio, thanks for coming through.
Yo, no
Can I,
problem.
can I, can I?
Yeah, bro. Right, and of course, last but certainly not least, we have West Ham. Right, not well again, just Michael Antonio, but I mean, not much people will jump on him,
Yeah, yeah.
really. Yeah, so yeah. All right, so now we could get into tonight's action. A lot to discuss. Oh my word! So, double game week 29, guys. Again, it's the first time in a while that we have a lot of premiums in the action. The past few were Brentford, Brighton. I mean, no disrespect, those teams are doing well. So it was, but the double game weeks weren't explosive. There were not a lot of fireworks. There weren't a lot of goals. Our assets did not score in both games. Kapil,
Yeah.
things like that. Matuma didn't light up. So this time around, there's some other, but the options Kapil, even though they're premium teams, and Antonio. Well, I can start with Antonio. Even though with premium teams, some of the options are a bit underwhelming. Salah not really lighting up the place these days. He's not doing Salah things. Then, I mean, I guess the best option, the other best options really are like Rashford, but with this minus and the knock, Rashford, I think to
Yeah.
me is the only name, right? At least for
It
me,
must have. Yeah.
that jumps out on the paper, jumps out of the screen at me. I'm like, right, hey, you have to have me in your team. Maybe a Ollie Watkins as well. because but again, in terms of just premium names, I'm talking about here. Rashford to me, given the options, is maybe a must-have from this. Antonio Walker Street or buy sell hold. No, what do you think? If what are you doing for the week, or what do you think people should do? Buy sell hold.
Definitely Rashford. I have Rashford as my captain, even though I saw that the injury updates, but it doesn't look like anything serious. It was a toe injury. Um, so I have Rashford as captain until further notice. Probably last on it. Other than that, my backup would have been Mitoma. As captaincy, that's it. So definitely buy Rashford. If injured, buy Matuma. If you don't have him yet. Still, on my team currently, I have, well, I think most people wish him out called Alan, but I somehow feel like that's a gimmick because I feel like you were just see him as injured, quote unquote injured, and then on the day, Alan, come on, or get some minutes. Because that's a pep thing, but definitely I would probably sell Haaland only because bring in assets, or at least somebody who's doubling. That is their point. I don't know if people will hold Haaland though, because I mean, he is Haaland, he's on good form right now. But for me, I would probably stand by Rashford and hold. I'm holding Madison. I was going to give up on it because I brought him in the last game week and I was hoping that I thought he was getting blank and then he put in some little points, which is still something. So I hope it not for this, especially for the double.
Yeah, and Rex for that. Kapil, buy, sell, hold.
Long list here. Alright, buy.
Go ahead.
Alright, buy. Generally, you want to buy somebody doublers.
Of course.
So I'll say which doublers to buy. Yeah, you're Rashford. I think he is the standout option. He had 2 fixtures and he's returning regardless of the opposition. So you could say you must have a Rashford. I like the Brighton bits. Now, this game week again is a big double. You don't need to stock up on all the Brighton bits. You choose one and you have your March and Matuma. I like March, honestly. Matuma is the one that returning every week, but March, to me, is the more goal scorer. Because the last double that went by, he had 15 points or something, and they robbed him a goal. So you can just see that he's the one that returned the most, and I think he's the one that has the form since the new manager took place. Marsh has been the main player. Mitoma only rose after the World Cup. So for me, he's their talisman. You have Mitoma, who's the more flashier player. Yes, he returned, but I think in our long term, if you probably take them from now until the end of the season, I think March would outscore Mitoma. McAllister now is another one. But again, you can't go wrong with any one of them, by the way. I just saying, in my preference, I'll go March first. So you have your Brighton mids. You also have your Brighton striker, the Ferguson guy. He is a fella that has been getting a lot of praise from probably all the pundits. I think one of the big players rates him up very highly. I can't remember his Zlatan or one of them. They said no, it was Mbappe.
Right.
Mbappe said that he has been watching Ferguson. I saw it in a little one of those clips where ESPN has put those little pictures with the little comments.
Right.
So Ferguson could be a nice little differential given that the fact that they have so much midfielders in the game. So instead of going to Brighton, you go with a striker and a midfielder. Right? So those are the guys I would definitely buy, a Rashford or even a Bruno. Bruno is a good double week player. Like, I can't remember anytime Bruno not having a double week and not scoring, not having a good double game week. To be quite honest with you, even the last time I said yes, he was a chap, he still came up with a goal and assist.
Yes.
He's somebody that in a double game week, especially for the upcoming fixtures, I think that Everton after and Forest is a good investment. But I know with funds and stuff, so you have to work out that aspect. Now, I'm going to hold. I would definitely hold my Arsenal players. I can't not give you one reason other than they play once and a team playing twice to sell them. I've noticed a lot of people offloading the Arsenal players. In fact, the world number one FPL, he ranked number one right now. He said he's glad people are selling Arsenal assets. because he's keeping hits, and he's number
Right.
one in FPL right now.
Right.
I saw it on
Right.
Twitter today. So I am very tentative in selling my Arsenal players. I have 3 right now. I probably might just sell one. I'll keep 2. I'll sell one because of the fact that all the other teams playing twice. It's just like
Yes.
a natural mental reaction to something
Of
that
course.
you have
Of
2
course.
shots at the arm. 2 shots.
Yeah.
No, the sell is quite technical, but if sell is quite technical to be honest. All right, if you have 3 Arsenal and you want to sell one, I think that is fine. If I have to sell somebody and attack any game week and I have like Brentford defense, I would consider selling Brentford defense because they're not that inspiring. I had 2 Brentford defenders, which is Henry and Ryan. I didn't get anything from them yet. And last week I sold Henry. So I sold him in advance for -1. With this week, because they play Brighton and they play Man U, you can see them conceding goals there, and also their defenders don't really score goals. So I'm not inspired to buy a Brentford defender per se. Even at Brighton, to be honest with you. Because Brighton has been conceding also. And they play Man U and they play Bournemouth. And Bournemouth is a team that somehow they always come up with a goal against the bigger teams. They lose the game, but they lose 4-1 or they lose 3-2 or they lose. Yeah, they always come up with a goal. So if there are better defenders in the game, especially a West Ham defender. West Ham plays Southampton home and Newcastle home. So that is a little differential where you could in a chaotic game week, that kind of changes can make you rise even more. So those are some of the buy, sell, and hold I would consider.
I can't vex
Yeah,
for
it's
that.
just chaos. It's just chaos.
No, I love it. I love it, bro. I love it. Thanks for that breakdown. For me personally, hold Saka. Hold Saka, hold Kane. Talk done. Right? I'm giving you 2. Right? So hold Saka, hold Kane. Buy, if we want to jump on that striker train, Ollie Watkins. Buy Ollie Watkins. And sell, I think I fully agree. Brentford have been, well, this is what, the 3rd straight double or the double?
They had
So,
a double, a single, and a double again.
double, right. So I agree with the selling the Brentford defense only because there's
Yeah.
some other there are better options that we could use now to push towards
So, right,
getting
yeah.
some good points for sure.
Because I mean, you wouldn't argue against an Arsenal defender this week outscoring a Brentford defender.
of course.
That's why I try to find a sell in that way.
Yeah, no, I fully 110% agree with you. I'll even say for wildness, you could even sell. I would say if you want to sell a Arsenal, defenders to bring in maybe a Chelsea or somebody else.
Yeah,
If what
fair enough.
just for that trade off. But
Yeah.
I agree with you selling the Brentford, of course. Other buys to consider. I guess I like the Bruno shout for sure. I'll
Bye-bye.
even say maybe a Gakpo, but I know the fixture difficulty scares everybody. Was that Antonio?
I have a buy for you. Seeing that Haaland is injured, Kevin seems to be in form right now. Injured, quote unquote. Haaland, I mean, Werner. I like Kevin. Kevin is a good shout.
But would you buy a sing? But would you buy? Was that's not sideways? Would you buy a single for a double?
That's the thing, right? This game, I believe, is this game is always a high scoring game. To be honest with you,
Right.
and Liverpool going at it, and they're going to concede. And I can see being one of those players to score and assist or score, and he will get bonus points.
All right.
In other words, giving players that we always assume that they're going to give us points because they're doubling. So assuming worst case scenario they give us 4 points, if they draw they give us 6. But I mean, given the first fact that if Kevin score, you get 6, you get bonus, or even if they win, you get more. Kevin would obviously be on this. I believe Kevin made this watch. Seeing that Haaland is out, he has more to do in the team.
Right.
So if I have a single game player, I would definitely look at Kevin, to be honest with you.
Yes, I like that. Yeah, and of course, well, from my buys, you can tell I am pushing on the single game week train as well. Saka and Kane to me have to still be there. Have to be.
Yeah.
If have to, right? Have to. I say it again. Have to,
You can't sell a soul for a double gimmick.
bro. Even though, because again, even though yes, Manu and Liverpool, Dublin, yeah. I mean, the biggest options from there are Salah and Rashford, and no one mentioned Salah yet. So
Yeah, and this year especially, the worst I've done is on double game weeks with the double game weeks players because
right.
single game week players some sort of always outscoring them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Radar, who's on the transfer radar now? For your who's the biggest person on the transfer radar now for this double game week? Kapil.
I was Bruno. I just like Bruno. Somehow again he's just come up with the goods. I know I've said he's a chap in the past, but to be honest, he always comes up with the goods. He's a chap because of his price, I think I mentioned.
Yes.
He was a little overpriced, I find, like where he could have just added a little bit and get Kane or those guys. But this game week, I think he could be a good little shout because in the past we wasn't sure that he would have been on penalties either. We thought Rashford would have been on penalties, but I think he's the main kicker now. So I'm not sure I'll buy him, but Bruno should be on a transfer radar. You should also look to make sure you get a Brighton attacker. Either one again. I will not argue against either one. So you just choose one based on your budget or your liking or your eye test. So you have a Brighton, you have a Manu. I somehow like Chelsea, I just have a good feeling about Chelsea. Last couple of games, maybe I chill well because he also is someone who could score or assist even though they conceded. I think one of the last games he scored and they conceded. He had a nice 9-pointer. Havertz at João Felix, but Havertz is also injured. So just keep an eye on if he's really injured or if it's just a international break knock. Havertz, you have your Brightons, your Manus. Defense is a little tricky. I wouldn't encourage too much defense buying because even the doublers, you can see them conceding in one or two of the games. And there's not much standout defenders in the game right now. I can't really pinpoint any defender who's a must-have in the game right now. Maybe Chilwell, to be honest with you. So those are some of the guys on my transfer, and I mentioned those guys specifically because they have good fixes post double also.
Yeah. Very. Antonio, transfer radar.
I'm glad he said Chilwell because I had brought in Chilwell and my mad self captain Chilwell last game, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I did the same thing.
But for this game week, if we make a defensive punt, I like Shaw.
Okay.
Yeah. Other people going Rashford. What if Rashford doesn't retain? I feel like Shaw can give a little assist. And it's playing two teams that are conceding, and two teams. This is like these two games. I feel like they're gonna have a good bit of goals. And another shout. I don't know, but I feel like every time I decide to bring in this man, it doesn't work out. But let's say it to upset everybody. Tony, I just don't know, but I have Bremo. But personally, again, a Tony vibe, and that's only because Haaland is injured on my bench. But I want to double up on that bench. Because they're playing hard games, to be honest with you, Brighton and Man U, that it was kind of tough. But I'm counting them out not to score.
Yeah.
But if they do score, I feel like Tony is the guy now for it.
Yeah, those are the games that Tony scored against the big teams.
Yeah, exactly.
Tony's always produced against the bigger teams.
Should I upset you all now, boy, or upset you all later, boy? I don't know, boy. Upset all in now, boy.
So either way.
I wanna no, don't laugh. Don't laugh. Now the best fixture on okay, Kapi, let me ask you a question. What's the best double fixture there? The best. When I say best,
let me just check that.
the best double gimmick fixture there on the. When I say best,
team.
In terms of team, the easiest one, the best one on the for this double gimmick. Watch it good.
Either you're looking at Bournemouth or Forest.
Thank you very much, sir. This is why you're on this show. Thank you very much. So,
Bournemouth or Forest. On
right.
paper.
On paper. On paper. So you know me, my transfer does have to be So for me personally, I'm not recommending that people, but for me, Utara, solid, solid. It doesn't matter if he played in City, United, Arsenal, Liverpool. Just as Kapil said, Brentford. I'm sorry, Bournemouth. Sorry, always find a way to score. And Utara has been on fire. Fire. The only problem he has is his end product in front of goal.
Yeah.
He misses sitters, but assistant, not a problem. He finds his players. He makes terrorizing runs on the end there. Brilliant. And Bournemouth fighting for survival. Right? They just would have jumped up to 16th. I am diving on those kind of players right now. It makes sense for me. I like
I still
those
stand
kind
by.
of players.
I still stand by what I said. That three teams that in the Premier League will get relegated,
Right.
and the three promoted teams will remain. I
I
still
have
stand
no
by
I have no problem. Right, exactly right. And I hope that is the case as well. Right. And of course they played at home against Fulham. We know how they and both games are the Vitality Stadium. So that should bode
that.
well.
This
But
one.
it is two tricky fixtures, obviously. The other
And
fix go ahead, go ahead.
Fulham on the by the way.
Yes, for real,
Fulham
for real.
yeah, the
Mitrovic
fourth
not
man's
firing, is
yeah.
the other guys firing, no Paulinho. So
Fulham on
again, um Nottingham Forest playing Wolves and then Nottingham Forest playing Leeds.
Leeds.
Now, do with that information what you will. I'm telling you right now. I want to upset Antonio, especially Dennis, right?
Oh, no.
Gibbs White, Gibbs White, and Keylon Navas as a keeper option. I think Keylon Navas has been very solid since he's come in. And I'm not underestimating Leeds, but just saying, I'm not underestimating Wolves because Wolves on the up. Wolves on the up. They're getting some tricky results there, some cheeky 3 points standing in between. But on paper, I just saying, leaving that right there. Do with that info what you will. I just telling you what I looking at. You all know I like to look at the craziness, right? Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, well, yeah, that's it. But even before the suspension, Mitch, they have been on a
Yeah.
dip. Even when you're on the
Since
field, because since Paulina got injured, pressure in the camp. Yeah, I didn't think it would have impacted them so significantly, though. Yeah, but they're still scoring. They're still scoring. Right. Traps, could be your favorite topic. Talk to me, Caps. And Ian, if you want to jump in, some traps for the week.
Sharps. Let me just skim through the fixtures.
Skim
I
through.
would say Liverpool. I would say
Mm.
Liverpool. They're playing City and they're playing Chelsea away. No, I don't see them bagging goals. To be honest with you, I don't see them bag. City. I know. Um, Antonio mentioned Liverpool playing for the top four, but City also playing for the league, and I don't think they will play a open game against Liverpool because you can see them. They cannot win. To be honest with you, they are two man up. You can see them absorbing somebody pressure and hitting Liverpool with one of the individual talent. You have KDB, you have your Foden, you have your Grealishes. They can even Bernardo this appear in these games. And I think against Chelsea, recently I was doing some research. They've been drawing a lot of nil-nil with Chelsea in the last 2 or 3 seasons. They had two in the cups, the two cup finals. Then they had one earlier this season. They had a couple last season. So a nil-nil is a popular score with Liverpool Chelsea lately. So even though somebody score, you could see a 1-0 in one of those games, a 1-1 or something. I don't see Liverpool in this week, and I see them conceding in the two games. So I would say Liverpool players already have a double as traps in this week.
All right. Solid. Antonio, any traps on your mind?
Yeah, I kind of agree with him there. Liverpool has said so many words. Feel like I haven't been getting anything at all. I've been off of them for a while, so I don't feel like I missed anything to be honest. So definitely, the Liverpool assets here. But I realized anyways, I don't want to bring this back up now, but I realized we skipped on someone who currently in form and is a good show for the double, Isak.
Yeah.
Well, we will come up in the next topic, in the next slide, literally in the next slide. We could
On
talk
the
about
menu.
that. Yeah. No, actually, differentials.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
differential.
That's a very good shout. We could talk about that one time. I like that shout actually. You're making That's a very good shout, bro. Wow. Antonio, that's
It's
a real
what's in
good
it
shout.
now.
Yeah, that's a big shout. You're on form right now as well. He's starting as well. All right, Antonio. That's a very, I didn't even think of Isak. That's a real good shout. What's the other differential? Shout Kapila. Anybody else?
I'm
Well,
gonna
we
give
got
you
plenty.
two big differentials. We mentioned Moose. Two big differentials this week.
Talk to me.
Kurt Zuma
Boom.
and Jared Bowen.
Boom. That is
High on,
differential.
somehow I just high on West Ham this week.
Okay.
I could see them. West Ham is a good team, to be quite honest with you. I don't know if the coach is a old-time coach where he not adapting to the modern-day game because they have a solid 11. They have guys like Paqueta, Antonio, Said Benrahma, Cresswell is always on the wings of making England. You have a good Kufal, Suchek, Declan Rice. Look at these kind of players, and they're not getting the results. I think they're somewhere near the relegation zone. I think they will get it together for the last 10 games of the season, and I just high on them this game. I could see them getting 2 clean sheets. They play Southampton and Newcastle at home. And well, you'll see from a team have a little dilemma or a little conundrum. But those are two differential that I think could get you something this week. Bowen and Kurt Zuma or one of the defenders, but Kurt Zuma is more of a goal scoring defender than the rest.
Yeah, I love extra that too. Yeah, solid. Well, I mentioned most of my mentions were all
In Forest
differential.
and the Bournemouth.
Yeah, of course, Bournemouth, Forest. Yeah, assets. They can't go wrong with that. I don't think Watkins is a differential anymore. So
No, not after the last
yeah,
weeks.
not after for sure. I think a lot of people would dive on him. Isaac, I guess, was a great one. That's a great shout there from Antonio. I really like that shout. What about a wildness here? Your boy Joe Felix or Enzo. That might be a decent shout from Chelsea as well. Chelsea have
Yeah, I have Felix since 26.
yeah, for
Heartbreak
sure.
since 26. But
Yeah.
yeah, those Chelsea players is differential because they're not highly owned. But I just like Chelsea lately. Although they haven't been blowing teams away, or I think Everton hold them to a draw last time, but I still see some kind of bounce coming because I have good players, individual good players.
Ian, so it's gonna go to somebody point. Ian brought some very good points here. So yeah, Ian. Yeah, well, so Ian said that Isak is on his radar as well, double fixtures to follow. He also mentioned Bruno. Now, Bruno might have to play deeper. Now, I do see that being a huge problem because of his passing range. So even though he's deeper, he might, pick out the right assist, the right pass. You never know. And because of this too, sure, might really feature way more. Even Dallo might be better too on the other side, helping out. You never know. So those are some key,
Yeah,
key things
but
that
with Bruno is the kind of guy he'll be sleeping for 89 minutes and the 90th minute he just pop up with two
bro.
goals. That's
Yeah.
just
That's
how
it.
sickening is you is.
Yeah.
He's using Trinidad. He's a sickening player.
That is
Not to
true.
own, yeah.
The next thing with Bruno too is I said if he has a job deeper and doing defensive work, Bruno's a man does always get booked. Especially because of reaction to when he get
Yeah.
out. So I can see that being a problem. If it is that he has to keep dropping deeper to distribute, because he's frustrated, Bruno is going downhill. Terrible.
Yeah. His temperament a bit. Yeah, it is something he has to work on. Captains. I think this is the hardest one. Is it a difficult choice? Is it really or no? Ian, anybody captain choice? Let me know. Antonio, let's start with you. Give me some captain option. I want a premium and then I want a differential pick, please.
My differential, Rashford and Isak in that order.
All right, love it. Can't be upset with that. Short and sweet. Caps. Talk to me.
All right. So I'll give you a real differential and I'll give you a premium. I would probably if I had to put a premium category, you have your Rashford, you have your Bruno, and you have your Brighton midfielders, which I think most of the captaincy would revolve around,
Very.
to be honest, right? And the differential, for me, a differential would be Bowen of West Ham or Gabriel Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli is a 20-pointer. Is a 20-pointer against Leeds waiting to happen when everybody's on it. To be quite honest with you.
Okay.
And he's a guy I would have definitely liked to own if I was an affiliate. He would have been starting in my 11. Martinelli. More than Saka, more than Odegaard.
Wow.
And he had a rest in the international break.
Right.
So, Yeah,
All
make a
right.
ballsy move, I guess. Yeah.
Damn. No, I love it. I can't be upset with such a brilliant take.
I mean, I have him, so I hope that's what he said is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. At least I could see Leeds getting 3 or 4. I've been real honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They
All
probably
right.
will score, and they'll probably will score 2, but I could see them conceding out.
All right. Okay, I'll start with differential first. Big shocker. Madison, and then I will a premium way. I mean, you can't go wrong with Rashford. You know, Rashford is safe, is. But if I wanna go that differential premium, I'll
You
go
know.
Salah.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Can't go
Yeah.
wrong. No him or him.
No, differential is, yeah, you can mention Salah as a differential.
That's right. I'm gonna clip this. This is clippable. I clip it this all the time. So I told you that, no, yes, Salah form is terrible. But remember, most of the injured players are back. And they're looking a teensy weeny bit better. And the thing with Liverpool and other big teams, which I do not like at all, they always level up when they're facing against the bigger teams. Now, Liverpool have nothing to gain or win, but I am sure they will love to be the reason that City does not win the league. Right? No, because remember, you have to add psychological stuff to this too. Deep. So that's where I am coming from and thinking that I think Salah might be a decent shout, only and mainly because he'll be hell bent on being the reason City don't win. Because it may just take one loss or one draw to derail their plans.
Risky.
That's just my show.
And
That's
that,
my
my
show.
friend, is how you figure out who's the trap, the real trap. And this game,
Ian mentioned Mitoma, right? I don't think Mitoma is a differential captain. He will be highly on this week,
mm-hmm.
and he will be highly captained.
Yeah, for sure.
March and McAllister would be the more differential ones
Yeah.
than Mitoma.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry,
so
show.
a move if I want to go differential is not picking Mitoma and pick March or McAllister.
McAllister.
Because Mitoma will be the most owned, I think. He's like
Yeah.
20 something.
I have no problem with that. That's a solid Right. So what we will do, we could just tackle the double game weeks. I won't go into normally what we do. We normally break down each fixture. We don't bound two. We could tackle a few. The ones that jump out us, the one that even
Yeah.
or some of the single game weeks that we're looking at. So of course, City and Liverpool are facing off first thing 7:30. Are you off, Antonio? You working Saturday?
I am off. Actually working tonight. Off Saturday. Working Saturday night though.
All right, let's see if we can work out something there where we'll watch something because I am off as well. That's a big one.
Yeah.
So City versus Liverpool, 7:30, bright and early morning. Then of course they're also facing Chelsea as well. Right. So of course City, Liverpool. Antonio given this one. So if you have to pick one person from City and then of course one from Liverpool for this particular game, just this game, who you're banking on scoring or coming out with the most output, who will that be?
For Man City, Kevin. Definitely. Kevin looking like he's picking up some form. He was for international duty as well. So hopefully keep that form as I come in when he come back into this. As Kevin is, because Haaland is out, he would probably get the more chances to shoot. So Kevin like to shoot from out of the box. That's his favorite. So I just going with Kevin, and for Liverpool, I go in Jota.
I like it.
Something to happen. I feel like Jota could come back and score. This might be his game week to prove himself. So yeah, I'll go with Jota. I mean, everybody going to say Salah, but I personally been watching Salah. I find Salah looking like he is the Egyptian king right now, looking like the Egyptian.
Peasant.
I can't wait for that next game to come. But we'll see.
No,
But
but
look
Salah likes Man City, eh? In the history of yeah, he likes Man City. But I just see this game being cagey. I don't know why. I just see this as cagey. And a 7:30 game.
And that's it. Liverpool have
Yeah,
not
yeah.
won a 7:30 game for a while,
Forest beat
right?
them one in that time.
Yeah, right. Liverpool have not won a 7:30 game, so the curse of the 7:30, right? So, but I think City sometimes get shakes up by that curse as well too. So it's a double whammy, right? I think they've drawn at least one. Some that was not 7:30.
Who was that? City?
Correct. Yeah, that was 7:30 or
Possibly.
no?
Yeah, possibly. It could be possibly.
Possibly. Yeah. Correct me if if anybody in the comments know. Ian saying City gone the one because of pens. Boom, I taken that, and Liverpool Nunes, right? Well, Nunes, as we saw, had a bit of a knock, but it should.
I feel Mares will be on pens.
Yeah. Well, no, if Mares see that field, if he sees the field, but he should.
He should.
Oh,
He
you have no
should.
Champions
Yeah.
League for a little bit. Yeah, should.
Yeah.
I think Alvarez is a good shout as well. He has been a good deputy to Haaland. Anytime he has to come up trumps and they need him, he has been doing his thing.
There's a Bernardo Silva game, but nobody would buy Bernardo. I would
Yeah.
buy Bernardo, but
Yeah.
these games he's come and pop up with a goal.
True.
Bernardo.
And both teams have a defense not hotter. Let's remind each other of that. City
Yeah.
have been conceding. So yeah. Arsenal leads. Well, I mean, I'll take this one. Arsenal leads, of course. I love what Kapil said, and I 1,100,000,000% agree with it. Right? Martinelli is the man right now in form, but I also want to give a cheeky shout to Trossard as well. This is the kind of team he could thrive against and destroy. Pick up leads. I want to go Ailing. Ailing having some decent attacking output recently, back
Yeah.
to his true Ailing form that we know him to be. I'll go with that. Of course, Bournemouth Dublin. So we have to give them, we have to touch on them. Kapil, talk to me. Bournemouth,
Yeah.
Fulham.
Well, I'll give you about Utara a shout out. But Solanke's a good
Yeah.
option for this.
Mm-hmm.
On penalties, he's a decent striker. He's just not like a prolific, but it's
Yes,
a Solanke
correct.
game. And this could also be a game for Fulham. Andreas is on free kicks. He'll be on pens. He on corners. So you have a lot of routes where you could get something this game. Andreas.
Yeah, I'm not vexed with that at all. Brighton, Brentford. So our doubles are facing off against each other here.
This is a nice
Brighton.
game to watch.
This is
This
going
is
to
nice.
be a real. This game, right? Wow, this is a good game.
Yeah.
This is a damn good game. Antonio, give us one each. Who you think will give us the most points here?
Brighton home, very comfortable. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna go. I feel in March. Don't think it'll be March. And for Brentford, honestly, I have this man on my team forever now, and I just keep hoping. But I hope an Embrace won't pull through, to be very honest. But obviously, I know Tony is the wiser choice. He obviously in pens, he has been form, etc. So realistically, Tony and for Brentford, for Brighton, match.
all right. No vex at all with that. So of course, Leicester, Dublin. So of course, Palace versus Leicester. Palace new manager bounce. Well, not new, but
Old manager box.
old new manager, old manager bounce. Right, Roy Hodgson is back in the hot seat at Palace. I disagree wholeheartedly, but not my money, not my team. That's fine. Ian, you want to weigh in on that? I know you're not a Palace fan, but I know you live very close to the stadium. You go to some of the games. Right, let us know what you think about that. Yeah. Ian, if you're going, let me know. But right, so Palace, Leicester. I want to give a decent shout out to the youths, the two youths. So all you're saying is I must say I've been really digging deep and trying. Because normally we see a lot of these youths just wither away. They will have a one good game here and then 5 non-goal. Even though you're not getting a lot of goals from them, you are seeing they are trying, putting the effort. They're passing the eye test. So I can't vex with them at all. Leicester, I don't know, boy, the weirdest team ever, boy. 1 minute this, 1 minute. But of course, Madison. Can't go wrong with Madison. And I even want to give a cheeky shout to Pereira. Back on the team sheet. He is an assist king. Hopefully he can rally and do that for the next few games coming up. Of course, another doubler. Yeah, that's it. Is you see there's Palace too? Palace have sitters. Palace should have won their last game. right? No, that was us. Before that, sorry, they should have scored some more goals. They were doing really. They're getting some good chances, but they're not
Yeah.
killing off. They're not putting away. I don't know if it's confidence because Edward getting some good chances. Wide.
And we will probably jinx this game now. We are 2-1.
Yeah, well, you never know.
That's because we say it. Yeah.
Yeah, Zaha might come up trumps. You
Yeah.
never know. You know. Yeah, he don't know. Yeah, that's it. Same thing he's saying. He doesn't know where Palace goals are coming from, but
I
it's
hope
solid as well.
Royals
Yeah,
has something up his sleeve.
but they were decent against City. You know, they weren't terrible. You know, I
Yeah.
don't know what it is. They weren't terrible. So that's just how it goes. When Mateta playing, you're begging for Edward, but right. When it's either way around, is the second. Yeah, the same thing. Yeah. That's just it. I think Antonio just jumped out. They might come back in a bit with us. So
You got back.
yeah, so of course, so our next doubler, we have Nottingham Forest versus Wolves. Talk to me there, Caps.
I go with your boy Keela Nivas.
Right.
Keela
Yeah.
Navas.
Yeah.
Wolves like to shoot sometimes. Their end product is real poor. You have a lot of shots. He could rack up some nice save points. So I'll go with Navas. And for Wolves, conversely, I'll go with Jose Sa.
Right.
Because
Right.
I won't doubt that if it's a 0-0 or a 1-0 either way. So I'll go with keepers. Because we really don't know where the goals come from some of these teams.
Yeah.
Especially Wolves. Wolves. I just don't trust them to score. Like Jimenez is now non-existent from a prolific striker.
Yeah.
That injury messed him up very badly. Yeah, so I'll go with two keepers because they are also two high-scoring goalkeepers. Also, Sa is one of the better keepers in the game.
Yeah.
A little differential on them.
Yeah. And they'll rack up a lot of save points if they are busy.
Because these two teams will shoot a lot.
Yeah. Especially from outside the box, especially from Neves, Podence, these kind of guys. Yeah.
Podence, some of these guys like to shoot for no output either. They just like to shoot sometimes. They just shoot straight to the keeper.
Yes, for sure. Antonio, our next double face off. We have two doublers facing off each other here. We have Chelsea versus Aston Villa. Talk to me.
Pick for this.
You're breaking up a little bit there, Antonio.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yes.
All right. Definitely Chilwell for me for Chelsea. I like the fixture. Chelsea home. Hopefully, he can pull off a clean sheet for his game. Aston Villa, I would go for the Watkins. He seems like the most informed player on the team right now.
Right.
So definitely Ollie Watkins. Yeah. Or Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm thinking of attacking, I would go João Felix.
Yeah, solid. Can't go wrong with that. Right. And Villa.
And for Villa, Cash. Can I go wrong with Cash, to be honest? He's
Cash injured.
Well, Cash injured, injured.
Okay.
Yeah, we did that at the top of the show. We went through the whole injury list.
Definitely not going defender from Aston Villa in that case.
No, what about this August and what's his name, Caps? Quick.
No.
Oh gosh, the defender.
Buendia?
Wrong defender.
Moreno.
What about Marino? Marino's a good shout. Marino's a real good shout.
And he's starting lately too.
Marino's a very, very good shout. Yes, now let me see if I could. I don't think he did anything in the last. Not the last one.
How much he got? I think he got a 9 point recently.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I get find it quickly for you because he did return, man. He didn't return in the last game.
But you returned with a clean sheet.
Well, I mean, no go. Yes. Wow, look, right. So look in here, right? And so his last game was 6-8-5. I mean, hey, that's not terrible. You can't complain there, bro. Right? Can't complain there, bro. At all. So yeah, not too bad. A good differential shout. TSV of 0.4%.
You know, I was gonna buy this guy a few weeks back and Digne start. I was like, nah, afraid.
Right.
Should I just buy him under him?
Yeah. Right. So that's a decent shout there. Of course, our next big face off. We have so big matchup again. We have Newcastle versus Man U. Can't see this one, no?
Yeah, there's actually a game again. I put this in the Bournemouth. This week can have some real big games. I know already.
Yeah.
Taking any fixes.
Yeah.
This is a real grudge game because both playing for top 4.
Correct.
And Newcastle has had a run of bad form, so they would want to rebound, especially home. And at home, they're very much stronger. So you won't put it beyond them to beat Man U, to be honest, this game.
Yeah.
I could see Newcastle eking out a 2-1 here. So in that case, I'll go Isak, but I just like Jolinton. Jolinton fit, right?
Yes. Yes.
Jolinton, a striker to an attacking midfielder to a defense. I just like his output. And these are the games that he tend to come up with something.
Actually,
So-
hold on. Sorry. Hold on. No, yes, he should be back. Yeah, he was suspended. He should be back. Yes. Yeah.
Isak, you have Jolinton. Those are two nice picks for this game. Just because I see both teams scoring, yeah?
Yeah.
Man U, you have your Rashford, your Bruno. Those are two good games. Two good shouts for captain and for this game. But I could see an entertaining game with some goals involved.
Yeah, man. Hey, look.
It's still 2-1 either way. Yeah.
Agreed. Look at our friend in the chat, man. Comes away. Javid, boy, long time to see you going, bro. He want to buy a Stupinian, Bruno,
Goodbye.
Rashford.
You're a free at all them players, anyway.
I love it. All right, so we won't go into the other fixtures. We just called most of the guys. The only one I want to touch on, because it's a huge game, the Chelsea Liverpool. Right, this one for sure, I feel will be 0-0. I fully agree. This one could be, this could be a Trent versus
Chilwell.
a Chilwell. Yeah, I feel so too. Right. So we'll move right along into our next segment. Hey, Javid, boy, real good to see you, bro. How things, boy? Talk to me. Who you captain in? What is the game?
Rashford, he put the name in caps. That'll be Rashford.
Vice Bruno, Cap Rashi.
Yeah.
I don't really like. Before no, we do after. We could do that after. All right, so let's go into what formation we going with, boy.
Wait, do that first?
Yeah, we could do that, and then we'll do teams after.
What we do? Not free it or?
No, we could do a normal. I mean,
differential.
We could do a normal. Yeah, let's do the regular. Let's do the regular.
For the main point that we not high on the defenders, we just go cherry back. We're not really high on the defenders this week.
Yeah, I agree with Ian Hayes. Allison sounds like a good buy.
Yeah, because you could see Arnold there, you could see Allison getting some safe points.
Yeah. All right. So what we saying? 3-4-3 or something like that? 3-5-2?
Yeah, I think 3-5-2 could be a nice.
Yeah. Antonio, 3-5-3? 3-5-2.
3-5-2. We have plenty of midfielders, yeah.
All right. So, in no particular order. Now, of course, this is our regular, differential 11, or the guys you think you should buy with your big boys.
So we aiming to make 100 points here, right?
We aiming to make 100 points.
Right.
I will send you the picture cups and you'll do the calculations and we'll review it in the next game week. Correct.
We'll pick a captain and Italians, yeah.
Right. We'll pick a captain as well too. Yes. So where do we want now we know normally I don't like to help, but our help others is two of them. I think you could. Now the only help I want to give is Keylor Navas. If I'll agree on this, I just do. But let's start somewhere.
I'm not against that. But let me run it first and we'll pick that
and we'll see who else pops up exactly.
One of the better defenders this week, who I high on was Zuma. So I don't know if I want to go now.
What do you think, Antonio? Zuma?
Yeah, I'll give a shout and you can put it into the score.
All right, so we have Zuma, right? Good Zuma. We feel Antonio, midfield strikers. Talk to me.
Is that the French, Madison?
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, let me see what they're saying in the comments.
Is Bruno differential?
Is Bruno? What's his TSB, boy?
I'm gonna check now.
Yeah, that's a good question. I guess I'm sure for his price, he probably is,
Yeah, I don't think Bruno high. With the wildcard and stuff, a lot of people that shipped him out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a different.
Because we can't go Rashford definitely. So.
No, definitely can't go Rashford. And that's the beauty about this.
Bruno is 8.5%.
Okay, yeah. Because you said 15 is the lowest you will go?
Yeah, 15.
Yeah. So yeah. So Bruno could jump in there. 9 reps for that. So Bruno. Next.
Bruno, Bruno.
Striker.
Yeah.
He's stuck.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right. Love it.
Right.
I've been
None of the Arsenal guys is differential, so we can't go on that route.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not even Trossard. Trossard. Oh, how much is Trossard?
Yeah, but Joseph, yeah, he will definitely be differential. But we hold him until we pick up the doublers.
Yeah, sure. Because I'm not averse to having some single game weekend as well.
No, definitely not. But the single guys is highly owned, so that's what needs.
Sure.
Yeah. Let me go at Brighton. So we have probably March because the other guys would be March is 10
Okay.
and Matoma is 23.
Wow.
And this is much McAllister is. McAllister
So up until
is
recording this, March
yeah.
was 10. Yeah.
McAllister is 7.3.
Okay.
So we could go Matoma or McAllister. I'll let
Yeah.
you guys decide.
Yeah. I got to the match so far. Antonio.
I think he had said March earlier also. So in one of his
Oh yeah, jumped off. Right. Yeah, no
Yeah.
problem. Yeah. Okay. Next up, let me see. So is how much is Watkins? Why? Watkins how much TSB?
So we high.
Yeah, high. All right. You'll be high.
Yeah. Higher Watkins, but Watkins is,
Antonio, talk to me. We need some
6.2.
defenders. Let's see, boy. Who else? Who are we disregarding? Who are we leaving
that's it.
out? Next, let me see.
Chilwell is
Okay.
9.9 still.
All right.
Chilwell is 9.9.
I get with that, you know.
I thought we will get some points there with Chilwell.
We have no Chelsea assets so far.
Yeah. And we wouldn't really go on the attackers.
No, not yet. No.
So yeah, your boy Chilwell. Antonio again some problems.
Yeah, connection. Antonio, there, sir? No, I get.
No, he just got him. Yeah.
No problem. I'll help you out. So, of course, what about if we go in this route?
And you like your Bournemouth. Let me
Right.
them Bournemouth.
Yeah, I was not gonna say that.
So you could go with the Solanke, you could go with the midfielder. Either one I
Guitarra.
find it.
So Lanky's a striker, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind. Just to fill out that role.
It all depends. Yeah.
And
Right. So cover Man U, cover Newcastle. Although we didn't cover Brentford, I'm already high on Brentford. Other than
Right.
Tony. So
oh, what's just Tony owned? Nah, he's highly owned,
no,
most likely.
yeah. And we won't go on the defense.
No. If we need be maybe a Jensen or something in the midfield.
Yeah, probably if we short it.
Yeah.
Madison, you have here.
Yeah. You have Madison, Marsh, Bruno. We could always double if you have to double from some other one. Yeah. We need one more defender. We could close out that.
Well, go in Navas now. Go in Navas with your keeper.
And the defender in front of him.
And you have the Liverpool defense.
Okay. How much is Van Dijk going to be?
You have Van Dijk be lowly owned.
Yeah. That might be a bad shout, you know, VPD. What do you think?
If you want to back that with a pick, yeah. Yeah, he come up with some goals also. Van Dijk is on 11.5.
Ooh, tight. But what about sorry? Yeah, Roberts how much?
Roberts is 6. And he recently had 2 assists against Spain in the
Let's
big
do it.
So I like that pick.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we're just looking for 2 mids now.
Yeah. Anthony, hearing us?
Yeah, man. You.
Right, talk to me. We need some mids there. We have 2 mids there.
I could give you a mid here, but I don't know if you'll agree with it.
Well, you know me. I don't fight on. What's he mid? Talk to me.
Jack Harrison,
All right. I have no problem with that, bro.
Arsenal and Forest. You can see him scoring in 2 games.
I have no problem with that. Antonio, leaving the last one for you.
Yeah, I'll leave it as one for you.
Oh. Can't see too well. Okay, March. Yeah.
March there already. Yeah.
So when you go in doubles,
No, we
No,
could have
we go
single
in
game
at
week.
differential. Yeah, we go in differential.
Yeah, you could have single game week. Anything you want to do.
We give it out one, so you can choose whichever one
I
you want.
I I feeling honestly who this game week boy.
He was high on somebody earlier. I don't know if he's high on them still.
Um, the player that I was gonna pick, but I feel like he would be highly picked by other players by yourself. I would have, but he is not. He is definitely not a differential. Um, I'm going to sell City assets in the free because I realized you didn't touch those. And I feel like that
Who's
gives
that
you
boy?
So I feeling um this one tough. This one tough. I going. I might want to say Grealish.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Jared high on Grealish for weeks now.
Yeah, agree. True.
I
I think they're gonna Grealish
see
pretty
it,
long as well.
Grealish. Although I'm a
All right.
Mahrez man, to be honest, but yeah, going Grealish.
All right. I putting it. Grealish there.
High for
Right. So our differential 11 or the guys we think that you should put with your premiums or bring in or your transfer 11. We're still working on the name, right? Your transfer 11. We have Keylor Navas, Zuma, Robbo, Chilwell in the defense. Then, of course, you have Harrison, Grealish, Madison, March, Bruno. You have Solanke and Isak up top. Let us know if you agree or disagree with any picks and who you would swap out in the comment
Captain
section
Bruno.
below. And of course, you want a captain, we will captain who? Antonio, who you captain from this? Each person get my different captains. Who you captain from this team, Antonio?
I would captain. I would captain. This one's tough, boy. I agree for the odd thing over, boy. I going captain Matters.
Right, love it. Well, caps, I mean captain Bruno, for sure.
Yeah. I'll Captain Bruno in this team. Yeah.
I know that. I think I will cap. I like the Isak shout, for awareness. I'll captain Isak. Yeah.
All is good shots. This week I have no bad captain, to be honest.
No. Yeah, I'll captain Isak. Well, you said that last week I captain Chilwell, eh?
No, last week, right?
No, but joking. It was a good shout, though.
No, you're correct. Because last week, it had two players in two categories. The players who did well, Captain Saka, and who didn't do well, didn't Captain Saka. That was just
correct. Yeah, that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. But they were good shouts. It had real good shouts. Yeah. It just if it pan out. Big up
because
Ian
Saka
there.
did not exclusively, yeah.
Yeah. Ian said Captain Solanke. I love it. All right.
Fine.
So let's just show up. We'll go into team plans for the game week. And then we'll lock off from there. Solid show. And I thank everybody in the comment section. Thanks, Antonio. Thanks, Caps, for coming through. Right. So let me bring up Caps team first, and then we will go into minds and from there. And Antonio can tell us his plans as well. Ian can let us know your plans. Javid, if you're still there. Sorry. Right. So Caps, take it away. Walk us through the decision making here from keeper straight down to the subs. Talk to us.
So I need news tomorrow to tell you definitely what I would do, because I was planning to bench boost. But so happened, Reece James made of glass and can't keep fit for 3 games. So he's now flagged. And Areola, right? I brought him in when Fabianski had an eye surgery or something. That was 3 weeks back. I see Fabianski training today. So I don't know now if he will get back the starting position
Right.
or will be on the bench. And if I have a keeper with 2 good fixtures not playing, it don't make sense to bench boost, because if Areola injured, I'm not playing and James injured, it don't make sense to bench boost.
Yeah.
Because
Just
I could see Arsenal conceding. So Zinchenko will probably be a 2-pointer, and I will just miss out on points from one player. So
yeah,
it really depends tomorrow on what I say about James. If one of these guys is fit, I'll bench boost. I'll just take a minus. So if Ariola is confirmed to play with James, I'll just take a minus. I'll take out Odegaard for probably um I could do two things. I could take out Saka and bring in Bruno, and I'll get back to I could then I'll have enough money to buy Haaland. If I take out Odegaard and bring in Bruno, I won't have enough money to bring in Haaland. So I may take out Saka and bring in Bruno, or I may just do Odegaard to Mitoma or McAllister. And if one of these guys is playing, which is Ariola or James, I'll take a minus, bring in a player, a double to replace them, and just bench boost one time and get
Yeah.
out of the way.
Again,
Now, if best case scenario, Ariola is playing and James is playing, I just have one transfer and just make one transfer. So I'll either be Saka to Bruno or Odegaard to one of the Brighton mids. Simple and plain. Because I bench boost with Saka, Odegaard, James, Ariola, and Zinchenko. I could see another 20 points there at least. And I'll be real happy with that. But if it happens that two of the guys injured, I don't think it's feasible to take a -8 just to run a bench boost. It don't make
Yeah.
that sense, especially
Yeah.
at my rank.
Yeah.
So I have three sort of main decisions to wait tomorrow to hear the press conference and then I will finalize. But ideally, Ariola is declared that he will be playing and James is fit. Odegaard or Saka to a mid and then bench boost.
All right. And I've
And
explained.
captain would not be on Rashford.
Right.
So it'll either be one of the Brighton mids, or if I feel in a little punty, Madison.
Right. Solid. Can't go wrong there. Let me just jump on what Ian said. So Ian is saying he's considering a -4, even a -8 with the bench boost to set him up for the future. Only if Haaland is fit too.
Fair enough.
Fully understand that point. All right. So my team. Let's take a. So I have. I only have what one. I have two non-doublers in my team. That's the risk I went with there, right? So
Yeah.
of course, Kepa, Chilwell, Aylin, and Alexander. All right, I always had Aylin. I made no transfers.
Yeah,
This
I
is that
remember you had
right.
Aiden
This
Fowler.
is my team from since the last game week. I have not made any transfers. All I've done was put all the playing players on the field except for Pinnock. I did not. I dropped Pinnock and I started Ealing as well as instead, right? So Ealing, Trent, Chilwell, Rashford, Jensen, Matoma, Captain Matoma, as you can see there, Saka, of course, Keane, Watkins, Tony. My bench, decent bench, Kilman, Ward-Prowse, Pinnock. I would love to start Ward-Prowse, but definitely don't know for who, right?
You
But I
don't
will-
have bench boost?
No, I'm not
Okay.
gonna bench. I have it. I have that's the only chip remaining.
Okay,
But I will not. No, not yet. Not yet. I was tempted because I initially before the show I had Saka on the bench and I had Pinnock starting because he was a doubler. But
Yeah.
I told myself no, try and have at least
Yeah.
those two single game week guys there. Now the only problem I have is that Everton are decent away from home, especially against the big boys. And I don't see it being that hard to stop Keane. If because Son not in that big of form and stuff.
Yeah.
But Keane is Keane. I keep it
Pop up with something, yeah.
pop up with something. Right? So that is tentatively me right now. The only person the only fixture I'm feeling that I should have attacked more or go for really maybe if I had a Newcastle asset. That's the only team that I'm feeling left out on. But other than that, I'm comfortable and confident. I mean, I could drop
So
Jensen.
you're fine with Jensen and Tony?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with Jensen and Tony. I am because I feel like if one flop, the other one could
Alright.
rise. Right?
They cover each
No,
other. Yeah.
now I am tempted to sell Tony and bring in Isak. I don't think that's a bad show, but Tony is so annoying, as you rightfully said, sickening. He could just come out of nowhere and dive up with something important. He is scoring the goals, and Brighton can concede. Man, you are conceded. So for now, but the only thing I'm tempted to do is maybe bring in Isak, maybe, right? That's the only thing I'm tempted to do right. But other than that, I think this is my team. And Tony
Isak.
could.
Isak for Kane?
Yeah, well, that I was going to say that was a good shout, Isak for Keane is a good show, but right now Keane is one of those men that punishing people way
To be
when they
honest,
sell him.
yeah,
Right?
you could see Man U shutting out Newcastle the same way. So
Exactly
Kane is
that.
yeah, Kane is Kane. Yes.
Yeah, Keane is Keane. Keane can't you can't deny that right now. Keane is, right now is in
I think
good form
the
and he's
poor
playing
fella
good.
doesn't get real disrespect because he didn't win anything, but he achieved plenty things that many men would never do it.
Yeah, he's
Like,
scoring man
yeah,
of
there's
goals
just,
and stuff. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So I will keep him. I will keep him.
yeah.
Right, and
He's
of
the most
course,
consistent player here.
yeah, no, agreed, agreed. As I said, the only my bench is my bench burning my eye, boy. But he'll have to stay so. He'll have to stay.
Captain Mitoma.
I captain him. I stick him with
Yeah,
Mitoma.
that's a good show.
Yeah, I stick him with Mitoma. I I was tethering with the fact of Rashford, and it won't be that bad because even if Rashford, let's say he is injured, worst case, and I just vice captain Matoma, I just go straight to Matoma, not bad at all. But I like the
Yeah,
Matoma show. I can see Matoma causing some problems. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. The Bournemouth fixture is the one that really stand out.
yeah, yeah,
And that goal game.
and but Bournemouth could hold them down the same way, but now with Matoma just too explosive way, too dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, he guaranteed yeah first two game and a 12. He get two first game and a because of the suspension. Yes, yes, yes. And everybody afraid of that.
Oh yeah, I
For
just want
sure.
Tony to play the two games and I good. I'll sell him off.
Come on, exactly. I taken that, bro. That's the difference. That's the difference.
You just had to avoid a yellow in the Brighton game.
That is all. He just has to be keep his head down, no yellows, and good to go. I fully agree with that. All right. So Antonio, what's your game plans? Why I know you can't bring up but what's your game plans? Any
Uh, I'd,
craziness? What's your game plan?
I'd, I'd send you my team. I'm not sure if you can hold
Oh,
on.
you did. Hold on. Ah, give me 2 seconds there. Oh, even wow, you don't know Tennessee, right? Wow, guys, yeah, I know seeing all this stuff. Sorry about
Put
that.
it up on time. Yeah.
Right, go ahead and just pull some smalls quick there. Kill caps. I'm gonna just bring up everybody team real quickly. Yeah. So
Who your captain and
yeah.
Antonio?
Um, to be honest with you, I and Captain Rashford. I just waited to hear was he predict on injury, but if not on the set, so he wouldn't be able to play the first game. Most likely, our captain my Brighton asset.
I just real anxious for the news tomorrow, especially I see they say Fabianski had an eye surgery, so I was like, well, yeah, he out for the season day. Next thing I see the man in training. And I'm bringing Areola just for that double. So
Cataracts.
yeah, that's no, he had broken some socket or something. It was a serious thing, but I see the man is someone that's superhuman or something. I was like, wait, I tried to be a little forward thinking, I end up backlash. End
Okay,
up
so
falling back on him.
first up here. Let me change this background so you can see it better. All right. So first up here we have this is Ian's team here. Right, so Ian went with Raya, me, Estupinian, Zinchenko, Martinelli. He said no free transfers, right?
Okay.
Saka, Mitoma, Rashford, Fernandez as captain, Keane, and Tony. And on the bench, of course, Haaland, Lewis, Royal, and Foster. So that bench flag out. Not too bad there. Any holds to pick here, Kapil Antonio?
I'll go ahead and tell you. Go ahead.
To be honest, no, you know. I mean, that Arsenal triple is a good shout, to be honest with you, because I still feel like that game's gonna be high scoring. I feel like Arsenal going to score at least 3. So I can see any of these guys bringing up points. I guess probably see a clean sheet, depending. Mitoma, Estupian, Ben Me. I mean, yeah, this is a good team. Which are these men consistent? So I can't really see anybody really causing any harm to his points. And well, I don't know if I doubt he's gonna lose anything there. So yeah, that's
What he said is no free transfer, but he has. If Haaland is fit, he would consider if he's not considering a -4, -8 to fill up
So
his bench.
he already made a transfer already then.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. Yeah, he avoided bringing Chelsea assets to have a team for 32. Yeah, makes sense.
But I created into the two, so I not really
Yeah,
worried.
yeah, that's it. I know that. But yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan there for sure. Right. Thanks, Ian. Big up. Right, appreciate that. Antonio's team coming up now. Right. So Antonio, walk us through your thinking here. So yeah, I see I've Kepa, Castagna, Trippier, Chilwell, Saka, Madison, Rashford, March, Kane, Matoma, Holland, and a bench of Leno, Martinelli, White, and a Kanji. Right. Walk us through this team here.
So off the back, you can probably figure out I might be bench boosting this team to be honest. The thing is, I'm waiting for the news on Haaland because I really want to know what to do with Haaland because I'm watching Ollie Watkins to bring in. And I also back in for Haaland. Because I have one transfer that I didn't thing yet. As I said, Captain Rashford, if not our captain match. It all depends on the news on whether or not he will start or if he's fit to play the first game or not. Saka definitely just starts for me. Madison Castagna. Had Castagna for like a while now. And they always had a little double, so that's why I really kept him. And they have a double coming up, so I was like, might as well. He nearly scored in one of those games, he did with one of the doubles. So I was like, you know what, I might give him a chance just to see. But he's tempting me to sell him though, but not for the double. I'll leave him. I was saying it makes sense selling a double up to bring in an next double. So, that's it. Yeah, it's just that Haaland thing can have me too much. I want to bring in Ollie Watkins. I feel to bring in or Isak, but again, I have Trippier. And the two teams that they did score against too were not like two real teams or high scoring teams. But they're gonna play Man United and West Ham. And West Ham picking up at least a little form of Man United were late for kind of. So I don't really see Newcastle scoring plenty, but that's the thing keeping back on doubling West Ham, doubling Newcastle. Right? So I just really playing these men because I have them already. Chilwell, I had Chilwell because I was banking on Chilwell for the last. Other than that, Matters, you know, I like Matters. Weibo, honestly, I just have a Weibo for 2 times.
We're breaking up a little bit there.
Yeah, you're breaking up there.
Oh, sorry. I said,
Yeah.
honestly, I had brought in Bremo because I couldn't afford Tony at the time.
Right.
So this would have been a situation where either if Haaland is unfit, then I might have considered selling Haaland and probably making a switch return from Bremo to Tony. But then again, to Tony and the card situation, it don't make sense to do that. So I'll just leave in Bremo for now and playing them and see what's going on with Haaland. This whole team, there's based
on your press conference.
Yeah, it's really based on what happened with Haaland.
But if Haaland happened to be injured, just don't play the bench boost and keep the bench boost because City would double coming up, right? And you would have two cities already, which nobody have any city. Plenty people don't have any city at all. So you'll be already a step ahead of them, right? Which we will have to buy City players. So you bench two City, you bench White, you play Martinelli, and you could maybe move Mbeumo for Watkins because Mbeumo just not inspiring. He's just look lost sometimes.
Right.
He's a good player, but he just look lost. So you could just make our Watkins to Mbeumo maybe, or even whoever you're attracted to Felix, whoever you can play a game. And play Martinelli for Haaland and do bench boost because it's a high chance that Leeds could score against Arsenal. So you're not really too inspired with White. And then Leno against Bournemouth again. Yeah, and just keep your bench boost and that bench boost. And I was thinking, like, if those two players not playing who I mentioned, I not play my bench boost and I could use it later on when nobody have any bench boost. Because it have some doubles coming up that nobody banking on. Especially teams like Brighton. I have 3 Brighton, right? And Brighton have 2 more doubles after this to play. So I can have another chance to play my bench boost when nobody have theirs, and then you can get like a game there.
Yep. That's why I'm holding on to my bench boost tightly. Right? Big up Paul. That's all right, Paul. I'm glad you come through. Paul's team here. I like this, man. We had what I'll do trying to have something before the show and ask people if they want to send me the teams and we'll feature them, man. Like how we used to do chopping
You
block.
can send like a day before something. So
yeah. We had a show called Chopping Block where we used to have people come on the show and we put holes in the team.
I remember we had the wild card review with
like that. Similar to that. Similar to that. So big up Paul. So let me just preamble. He said he might transfer out Odegaard to Fernandez. He already did cash the show. And as he said in the comments there, he is playing his bench boost, of course. So let's take a quick gander now at the team. So he has Kepa, Shaw, Trippier, Estepinian. Rashford, Madison, Saka, Matoma, Keane, Watkins, Tony. And the bench, of course, Steele, Odegaard, Chilwell, and Gabriel. What a bench. And of course, the
Bob
captain, Madison. Off the cup there, Caps. Talk to me. What you think about this team?
Good team to start and a good team to bench boost. If he has a change, he can maybe look at shipping out one of the Arsenal and double up on a double game weaker. Maybe Odegaard or maybe even Gabriel. I think it's more of an attacking game for Arsenal than a defensive game.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's a good team, a good solid team. I like it.
Yeah. Well, he said he might go Odegaard to Fernandez, so that's not a
Okay,
bad
well,
shout.
that's not bad at all. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
your bench boost, you have a strong bench boost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid team here, boy, Paul, boy. Yeah, boy. Doing his thing. And again, he followed, he did what I, same, he's in a similar predicament as me, Saka and Kane, in there as your single game players, for sure. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, those are again, you can't go against those guys.
Yeah.
In a single game week either.
He was thinking Gabriel to Ricardo, right? Per like how I was saying, right? Yeah.
For minus, maybe a little tricky.
Yeah. Not decent. Well, I mean, I know people wouldn't touch Leicester at all. And at least not Leicester defense. They would just touch
Madison,
Madison. Yeah, not their defense. Yeah. But I you know me, I risky, I
but
willing.
I read that Barnes has better stats than Madison for those stats
Alright.
guys. So
Okay,
if you want to
okay.
take a little punt on Harvey Barnes, who's more of a goal scorer, I would say,
Yes,
than
yes,
Madison. Yeah.
yes.
So I mean, he could play a little punchy, but again, two of them lowly owned. So just
Yeah.
go with Madison. And
I fully agree. All right. Anything else in the comments? Talk the assist potential, Ricardo. Of course, and we spoke about it earlier in the show, Paul. If you get a chance, walk on your rock back there. Let's talk about Ricardo because again, Ricardo is that guy. He's very good at the assistant for sure. So
Ricardo
yeah,
was a prime asset back in the day.
prime, bro. Back in the day, prime.
Yeah,
Bro.
when Leicester
Exactly.
used to challenge for top 4.
Yes, correct.
It was a good asset. Yeah.
Correct. So I love that show there. Paul, thanks for coming through. I want to shout out the comment section, man. Keeping it lively. I've got Ian, thanks for coming through. Javi, long time I see, and Paul. Even though you couldn't make it on this stream, thanks for coming through. Right, I love that. Of course, I want to thank Caps and Antonio. Antonio, let's start. Any piece of advice before we dive off for Game Week 29?
Definitely look out for the news tomorrow in the press conference just to see what's going on with players. Injury updates. Because there, if to hold or sell, or if to, make your next move out us. Don't go
Right,
don't go taking any heavy minuses. As Cap does show me there, that's a good move to just shift Haaland off for Sat Martinelli, and I could always alternate and save my bench boost for the City double, which make way more sense to be honest.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because I feel like a lot of people are gonna bench boost this game week. So that's all I fancy. And I have one chance for so early actually. If people have one chance for, and the most likely is for Haaland, because a lot of people have Haaland, I be real. Just wait for the news and see, because they just don't want to go and sell him, and then boom, man, you see he 75% fit and he come and play. So yeah.
Yeah, I also saw that Man City just post the videos, right? The training videos. They probably did not post Haaland's for the main reason that they play in Liverpool as a tactical thing. So
Yeah.
Liverpool would set up a team for without Haaland.
Yes.
These things is just tactics. Like if you
True.
follow,
True.
I'm a time Mourinho say Son not fit and Son come and score 4 goals in a game. I move him. They asked Mourinho if Son fit and he's like touch and go, and he wasn't someone convincing, right? And they was playing Manu, I think. And Son come and score. I think it was a hat-trick he scored. Like, hey, Mourinho. So
Boy.
sometimes I don't understand the mind games.
Yes.
City posted in the social media so they could leave out whoever they want from the video.
Yeah, because I did saw the article where there was interviewing Haaland's father, and he was saying that is a minor, is a nothing.
Yeah, it's a knock. Yeah.
He should be fine, and they just come
Yeah,
and say,
so everything is just tactics, to be honest. Unless the coach come out and say, boom, you're not playing, you're really injured. Play it as you see it.
Right. Caps, advice.
Oh, yeah, as I was saying, I preach an old show, don't go wholesaling out your Arsenal players. because we could see that all in this week, and based on the trends, the double game weekers doesn't necessarily mean that they have more potential than the single game weekers. So I'll stick by that. Although I might move out to Arsenal, but I just how again it's just a psychological thing where we see two players and we just eyes lit up. So, but if you have Martinelli, definitely start him if you're not bench boosting, because that's the one who hurt you the most, I think.
Yep, for sure. Of course, don't forget to click that save button, especially for this game week, right? You might put one player on the bench and then you walked away and then bam, he starts over. So please click that save button, especially for this game week. Of course, don't forget to also click the like button on this video if you enjoy the
For sure.
content. Please comment. Let us know your thoughts. Where we love the we also comment. Let us know your thoughts. A reminder, of course, of all the content that we have for you. So, of course, IPL is back. So, of course, that means we will be pushing some IPL content as well. Don't forget, match day 1 starts tomorrow. So, if you are part of our league, our league course, everything was on the last video that we did. So, you can go check that out, of course. Don't forget, of course, F1 as well. Go check out the team. Free practice 1 is currently going on. It should have just wrapped up.
Yeah,
Right, because of
yeah.
course, yes, in Australia, following here as well too. I saw Lewis was second at a point in time. I'm not sure if he still finished that way, but yeah. So that's going on. A lot of content. Of course, don't forget, guys. Also, FPL is back. Champions League should be back very soon as well too. So pay attention. Look out for that content. Yeah, look out for that content as well. Very busy here on the channel, all for you to help you get the best picks and best advice. May your captain score a hat trick. May your defense keep a clean sheet. May your keeper save a penalty. Right? Happy hour. Happy picking. Green arrows. We'll see you all in the next one. I want to again just thank my panel, Cap San Antonio, for coming through. I appreciate your time on this public holiday. Take care, guys.